My sons think me unshakable, a pillar of effortless calm and control. I wish that was so. In truth, there is a rage buried deep within me. A rage I am trying very hard to suppress. And it is all the harder because I want to give in to it. My long-buried anger is resurrected by Oroku Saki, who himself has somehow returned to life. When we last saw each other in another life, he had killed my beloved wife and sons. With my last words, I promised him when next we met, I would destroy him. But despite my anger, I know I cannot simply give in to the violent impulse. Things have changed. I have changed. Though I possess the spirit and memories of Hamato Yoshi, I have never taken a life with these hands. I have taught my sons to use violence only as a last resort, to avoid killing at all costs. I do not want to desecrate the gift we were given, our second chance at life, with murder. Yet still, I feel the anger within, calling out for Saki's blood. A small voice whispers, "It is not simple vengeance. Oroku Saki must not be allowed to spread his evil in this time. He must be stopped, even if others must be sacrificed to reach him." My temper urges the most terrible of actions. No, I must regain complete control if I am to leave here alive. I cannot allow anger to cloud my judgment, as it did in my youth. My youth. Suddenly, memories wash over me. Memories of my younger days, and the anger I could not control.
Hamato Yoshi!
What? Oh, Master Masato, I...
Come with me, now.
But, Master, I was just...
Silence, please. This is not the first time I've caught you fighting with the other students.
I know, Master, and I'm sorry, but...
Now is not the time for you to talk, Hamato Yoshi. Now is the time for you to listen. Fire is a useful tool. When controlled, it brings us life. We can cook our food, shape our weapons, warm ourselves during the harshest of winters. But there must be control. There must always be control. There is a great fire within you, Hamato Yoshi. Once set free, fire does not care what it destroys. If you cannot learn to master it, then this fire is as likely to destroy you as it is to serve. I want you to meditate, to seek some balance deep within. If you cannot find balance, you will never find control, and you will be worthless to the foot.
But, Master, I don't think...
Please, do not confuse this with a request. Focus on the sound of the stream. Perhaps it will reveal to you a way to douse the fire within. You may return to us in the morning.
But, Master!
Tomorrow.
At first, I wanted to lash out at Master Masato for the indignity of being sent off alone. And then I realized the fact that I even considered attacking a master swordsman with my bare hands over nothing more than a bruised ego, it proved his point. Such a thought should never have even crossed my mind. And so I sat and listened to the rush of the current and to the sound of my own breath. It was hypnotic. I never heard anyone approach.
Hello?
Whoop! Who dares? I will... Oh.
All you will do is freeze if you don't get out of that water. Come, I will build you a fire.
Her name was Tang Shen, and she was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. We sat by the fire she had made, before she finally decided to ask.
Why were you sitting on that rock?
I was meditating.
Are you sure you were doing it properly?
I think that well, perhaps not.
And why were you meditating, Hamato Yoshi?
My teacher thought perhaps it would help me to control my anger.
You do not seem very angry to me.
As we talked, the spark of rage I had always carried within me began to dim. The conversation with Tang Shen had itself become a kind of meditation, and I was, for the first time in my life, at peace. We began to see each other more and more often in the months that followed. Each time, the mere sight of Tang Shen would banish any anger lurking within me, replacing it with a calm that lasted for days at first, and then for much longer. With calm came focus. With focus came more skill. She made me better in all ways, and I never wanted to lose that. Thankfully, she consented to be my wife.
I am pleased, Hamato Yoshi. You have not started a single fight in months, and I have noticed your increased focus while training as well. Truly remarkable progress. I am quite proud that the meditation I suggested has helped so much. You have something to say, Orokusaki? Perhaps you think my recognition of another pupil's worth is a slight against your own? Or you think me too old and feeble to know merit when I see it?
No, Sensei. I meant no disrespect to you or Hamato Yoshi. Please forgive my interruption.
Very well. The clan has accepted a contract on behalf of the merchant Kaneko. His son was murdered in cold blood by a Lord Oki. Now, Oki is a very dangerous man, but Kaneko insists on immediate vengeance. Do you two think you are up to it?
Yes, Sensei.
Excellent. Now, pay close attention. I have a plan. You will execute it tonight.
Here's what we're going to do.
I thought Master Masato's instructions were perfectly clear.
Ha! His strategy is perfectly ineffective. It will go far better if we divide our efforts. I will distract the attention of the guards as my speed and skill are superior. You will sneak into the north wall and put an end to the target.
I don't know.
Come now, Yoshi. You can handle one old man, can't you? If it's too much for you, go home to your woman. Unless she's come to her senses and left you.
I had been naive enough to to believe my anger had been banished. But in fact, it had only been buried. And Saki had the talent for calling it forth. With my mind in a fog, I ignored all my training and leapt blindly into a room, neglecting to make certain my target was a lord.
Well, it appears the rumors of Kaneko hiring an assassin were not unfounded after all. Kill him.
Carelessly thrown away the element of surprise. I should have retreated, or thrown a smoke pellet to sow confusion. I should have done anything other than face two armed men in battle. It was a poor choice, and not one made by a clear mind. Luckily, my opponents made mistakes as well.
I'm impressed. I didn't expect Kaneko to hire anyone even remotely competent.
Lord Ochi was every bit a master swordsman. There would have been no dishonor in falling to his blade, under normal circumstances. But I would not allow myself to die until I saw Tang Shen once more. That desire gave me the focus I needed to triumph. Barely.
Is that you, husband? I've been waiting for... Oh, my love.
And now, there is peace. It is good to see you one last time, Tang Shen, as I fear I cannot recover from these wounds.
You are not going to die, beloved. I forbid it.
You forbid?
Just so. Any man strong enough to return home with such injuries certainly has the strength to live through them. Who else will teach the child I carry such stubbornness?
I'm going to be a father? Tang Shen gave birth to 4 sons over the next few years, and each one softened my heart a little more. Peace and calm were mine at last, until Orokusaki rose to become Jonin of the Foot Clan. The fire within me stirred, and again I acted impulsively.
You shame yourself, and you defile the Foot Clan. I will not be party to this disgrace.
My anger over Saki's decision had been righteous, but still, I should have known better than to openly defy the head of the clan. And Tang Shen paid the price for my actions. Shen's last wish was that I forsake vengeance and flee to safety with our children. It was the right thing to do, but despite my promise to respect her wish, the desire for vengeance burned hot in my chest and darkened my mood.
Father? Father, why do we have to eat berries for dinner? I hate berries. Mother would never make us eat berries for dinner. Why can't we have something better?
Because there is nothing else, you foolish child. There isn't.
Once unleashed, fire does not care what it destroys. Masato's words returned to me in a moment of clarity and understanding.
Oh, my son, I am sorry. I am so sorry. Your mother is gone, and I miss her. We will grieve for her tomorrow, my sons. But tonight, I must find you something proper to eat for dinner.
But father, you do not know how to cook.
Perhaps not. But I have time to learn.
Over time, I came to realize I was not entirely correct. Though Tang Shen had been killed, she was never gone. So much of her spirit lives on through our sons. Her intelligence and curiosity.
Come on.
Her passion.
Don't go in that room, Susan. That's where the killer is. Oh, she going.
Just a movie, bro. Lighten up.
So, I ain't rooting for someone to get killed.
Hello, Susan.
Oh, boy.
I am so never taking you to a hockey game, dude.
Her concern for others.
Please, let me help you, Father. May I get you some tea?
And the pure joy she took in all things.
You guys, I just found out about fried green beans! Life is awesome!
Saki does not know that my sons live again. But does that matter? He is searching for mutants. If he finds them, he will either bend them to his will or destroy them. Allowing either of these things to happen would be an insult to the memory of Tang Shen. It would be more than my heart could bear. My choice is made. Not out of anger at Oroku Saki, but out of love for my family. Even if it mars my soul, the Shredder must die. Tell me, Oroku Saki, do you remember when last we met? Before you ended my life as Hamato Yoshi? Do you remember what I promised you?